Coming from the Florida CME Group, I'm Eric Wolfman Wilkinson. Let's get in the zone, the cash money zone. It's Tuesday, May 8th. There's a lot of stuff going on. Well, we talked about velocity money a lot of times down here on the CMZ. What's Facebook doing to the velocity of money? Well, if you have these huge entities like Facebook and Apple, it really takes the velocity money out of the economy. Why? Because all of our money is going to one particular business. Say, for instance, Zuckerberg. Zuckerberg is going to go out and buy this great big huge house. That doesn't create any velocity money for the rest of us. It doesn't go to the small businesses and the little guys that are going to be doing all this little hiring here and there. It's going to one person. They get all the money. They're going to hold it. They may invest here and there, but for the most part, like we've seen, most people are holding cash. Cash is king right now. And if only one or two people is holding that cash, then there is no velocity money. It doesn't get back out to you and I to spend to the little tiny shops around. Then they'll go and buy product from other people, little tiny shops, and that creates velocity money throughout the economies. We're not seeing that. Apple and Facebook are a detriment to that kind of thing. You've heard of monopolies? That's what monopolies do. They take all of the product, they basically generate a market where nobody else can infiltrate. We're seeing this with Facebook. Why do they want to buy Instagram? Well, because they don't want anybody else to have it, all right? Take that. Anyway, moving on into this room, the grains. Grains are all over the place right now. What we're seeing down in South America is that the bean, they're still having this drought, so the bean yields are really low. Right now we're also seeing a 16-year low in old crop supplies. What's that mean? We talked about it down here on the CMZ before, where the grain elevators are paying more for the old crop than you could actually buy a futures contract here. So there's a scalp there. If you own corn, you could go to the grain elevator and buy your May futures, and that corn will be re-delivered to you at a 70-cent profit. So right now what we're seeing here is the old crop starting to really rally, but now that we are so far ahead in the planting seasons down here that the new crop yields are supposed to go higher, so that's bringing the prices down. So you're seeing this real huge violent swing. China again this morning in the markets buying old and new crop. It's looking like they're going to have a record year, and next year set up for an even bigger year. So all of these kind of levers and pulleys are pulling on the markets in here. That's why you're seeing a big, huge upswing in the old crop, which is in the silos, versus the new crop, which is still in the ground. Planting season going along great, yields looking good. That's bringing those prices down in the back month. Well, we talked about what's going on overseas. It's still looking like, I don't even know what to call it over there, but the Eurozone's basically falling apart, and the euro dollar is probably going to cease to exist the way that we see it now, without Germany, or with Germany, France, and everybody else knocking out Spain, Greece. Italy's next, Portugal's on the list. So if all of these guys come back out, they're going to have to go back to their old currency. What will they do? Probably print it out and try and print themselves out of this mess. They might even see the Germany and France come up with a euro bond to kind of create some more money for themselves, as long as they don't have these guys taking their money like Greece, Spain, going into the abyss of their debt. They might actually try and print some more money, knowing that they've all got their ducks in a row. Well, that's all I got for you today. If you can't take that, take it easy.